So you want to export your Google Sheets data to Microsoft Excel, and the export must be live so that if you make changes in Google Sheets, Excel automatically picks up those edits. So what you do in Google Sheets is you go to File, Share, Publish to Web. Now in this drop-down you have the option to either export the entire document or individual sheets. Now I found it more reliable to export the entire document and then later, if necessary, to choose which sheets to import into Excel. It's more reliable in terms of the data automatically updating in Excel. So I'm going to choose entire document, and then in this drop-down you need to choose Microsoft Excel. In this section, Publish Contents and Settings, you will find this option automatically ticked, automatically republish when changes are made. So if you want that to be true for you, make sure that is ticked. Then click on Publish, and you may get a little warning up here. Are you sure you want to publish this selection? Click on OK, and you'll get a link that you need to copy. So Control C to copy, and then you can close this dialog box. Now you need to switch over to Excel. So I'm in the Microsoft Excel workbook that I want to import the data into. I go to the Data tab, and I'm looking for a button called From Web. You may see it there. If you can't, go to Get Data from Other Sources from Web. You then need to paste that URL into this box, so Control V, click on OK. And you'll see here that it's listed all of the sheets in the Google Sheets document. Now, if you only want to import one of the sheets, then just select it. But if you have more than one sheet that you want to import, tick this option, select multiple items, and then you need to put a tick against each sheet you want to import. Once you've done that, click on Transform Data down here. Now each of the sheets in that Google Sheets document is represented by a query, which you can see down the left side of the screen here. So I've got product 1 selected, and what I need to do is get rid of these null values. So to do that, I go to the drop down in the first column and I untick null, click on OK, and then I need to do the same for product 2. Click on OK. So now I'm ready to import the data into Excel. So I click on Close and Load. So you can now see I have a worksheet in Excel for each of the sheets that I had in Google Sheets. So let's see if Excel does update if I change the original documents in Google Sheets. So I'm going to change Barbara's sales figure to 6,000. And I want to update Excel to reflect that change. Now one way I could do that is to right click in this data and choose Refresh. And you can see that it's updated my Excel version with that new value. What if I added another column to the Google Sheets version of this data? So I'm going to right click into this data and refresh. And you can see it's brought through that new column of data. Now instead of having to manually choose to refresh Excel, there are some options that you should know about. And make sure you're clicked into the data that you've imported into Excel, and you should see a Query tab on your ribbon. If you then go to the Properties button, you can see here that you have some options for refreshing. So you can refresh your data every X number of minutes. So I might put in 5 minutes, for example. I can also say that the data needs to be refreshed whenever I open this file. So once you've changed those settings, click on OK. And what you should find is that Excel will now automatically refresh every X number of minutes or whenever you open the Excel workbook. If ever you want to change the query that's being used to import the data into Excel, then just go to the Data tab on your ribbon, open up the Queries and Connections pane, And then you can right click on either of these queries. For example, product 1, I'll right click and then choose edit. And I'm back in this screen. So for example, if I no longer wanted to import Bob's column, I could remove this column by right clicking and then choosing remove, close and load. And you can see that Bob's column has now disappeared from this import. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Hopefully that's useful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.